welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we will be working on quilt block number 9 of our 9-patch sampler quilt along. If you are new to this channel and this is the first video that you will see in this quilt along series, this is a sampler quilt that we are making. It consists of 16 quilt blocks, and each quilt block will be made using a 9-patch. Now a 9-patch is just a quilt block that consists of 9 blocks. So it's 9 smaller blocks sewn together to make one quilt block. There. Also, if this is the first video that you're seeing in this series, I will leave a quick clip of the first 8 quilt blocks. And today we will be making quilt block number 9, which is the spool quilt. If you are following along in this quilt along, don't forget to snap a picture of your finished block and post it to my Instagram at @JaylinCarmen using the hashtag 9patch sampler quilt. So for this quilt block, you're going to need 3 fabrics. 1 fabric for your background and then 2 fabrics for your main fabric. Now whatever fabrics you choose, make sure that they are in higher contrast of each other, so that way you can distinguish the threaded portion of the quilt block from the rest of the spool quilt. So once you've picked out your 3 fabrics, make sure that you starch them and give them a good press with a hot steamy iron. And we'll come right back here and then we'll go on to the next step, and I'll show you what pieces you need to cut out for this quilt block. Alright, so for this quilt block, you are going to cut out 2 squares that measure 5.5 by 5.5 inches from your background fabric, and also 2 squares that measure 4.5 inches from your background fabric. From your main fabric, number 1, you're going to cut out 2 squares that measure 5.5 inches, and then 2 squares that measure 4.5 inches. And from your main fabric, number 2, you're going to cut out 1 square that is 4.5 inches. Now, whatever fabric that you used for main fabric number 2, this one is going to be the thread portion of your spool quilt. So make sure again that it's a high contrast with the first fabric, so you can distinguish the thread from the rest of the fabric. So you've cut out all your pieces. Now it's time to start sewing our blocks together. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is to make our half square triangle. So once everything is complete, you should have 4 half square triangles. Now we just have to square them up to equal 4.5 by 4.5 inches. So once you have laid out all your pieces, it is time to start sewing this quilt block together. So you're going to take the first 2 pieces on this top row, lay them with the right side together, making sure that your edges are lined up, pin or clip as you need to, and then sew down the side with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Once that is done, you're going to take the third piece on that same row, flip it over, lay them right sides together, make sure your edges line up, sew or pin into place as needed, and then sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance down the side. Once you've sewn the first row together, don't forget to press your seams flat or press them open. So once you have sewn together row 1, you're going to repeat the same process for rows 2 and rows 3, pressing your seams flat. Alright, the next thing that you have to do once you've sewn your rows is just attach those 3 rows together. So you're going to turn over your fabric, right sides together. At this point, it is very important that you match up your seams as well as your edges. Pin or clip as much as you need to, and then sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Once you've done that, repeat the same thing for the last row of this block. And then when you're done, make sure you press all of your seams open. Alright guys, so once you've sewn all 3 of your rows together, your quilt block is complete, and the last thing you need to do is just square up your quilt block to measure 12.5 by 12.5 inches, and your quilt block is done. Again, don't forget to post a picture of your video on my Instagram at @JLynCarmen. Until next time, happy quilting!